Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona are looking to speed up summer departures. Four first-team stars are on the exit ramp currently. We are going to be discussing more on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Mateo Alemany, who have break silence after Barca exit decision U-turn, saying that everything is fine. We are also going to be discussing more on that story. So guys, as we get right into the story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Today could be an important day for Barcelona, with La Liga likely to send an official response to the club's financial feasibility plan, which detailed their plans to reduce salary mass and generate fresh income. Needless to say, Barcelona's plans primarily revolve around the sale of multiple star players in the team this summer, and to that end, a recent report from Mundo Deportivo has pointed out that the club are already looking to speed up summer departures. As per the report, it appears Barcelona have four first-team stars lined up for potential exit at the end of the season. The list is led by Ansu Fati, though the attacker has passively expressed his desire to remain at the Camp Nou and fight for his place in the side. Others on the list are perhaps more likely to depart Camp Nou this summer, such as Ferran Torres. The former Manchester City starlet has failed to live up to his expectations at Barcelona, often struggling to offer any productivity in the final third. Torres' struggles could convince Barca to cash out on him in the coming summer. Aston Villa have been linked with the move for the Spaniard recently, but with Mateo Alemany set to continue at Barca, it will be interesting to see what the future holds for the attacker. Franquisi is another player who could leave Barcelona at the end of the season. The Ivorian showcased exceptional form earlier in the year and was a crucial outlet for Xavi in midfield when both Frankie de Jong and Pedri were out injured. However, with Barca enduring an economic crunch, they may have to listen to offers for the former AC Milan starlet, who has been courted by Premier League giants Tottenham Hotspur, among other top clubs in Europe. Finally, it is Rafinha who is in danger of being axed ahead of the new season. The Brazilian hasn't fared as badly as Ferran Torres or even Ansu Fati. Even Xavi is satisfied with the attacker's performances during the first season at Camp Nou, but Barcelona are aware that the Brazilian international has a market value in the Premier League and could fetch a sizable revenue. A return to England, therefore, could be a possibility for the former Leeds United starlet. Departures are necessary. That is not strange. We know Barca must sell players in order to bring money because just to ensure that the La Liga financial fair play rule is being reached, there should be departures. And of course, we have been talking about players who have not performed well this season, like Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Rafinha, Franquese. Have been mentioned by many reports as players who might leave. But as I said, Xavi has some players that he does not want the ball to sell, like Rafinha. Rafinha has been linked with an exit to the Premier League, but Xavi does not want him to go. Franquese too is another player that, for me personally, I don't think they should sell him because I think he's still like we need depth in this team. Because if we sell those players, then where are we supposed to have the depth in the squad? But nonetheless, there are certain players that needs to go. There's a sacrifice that Barca must make because we need to do that sacrifice to ensure that the summer window will be a successful one. So we just have to keep fingers crossed. Ferran Torres have had a very terrible season, and I think many people will not disagree with the fact that selling him is a good decision when we see the problems that Barca are going through financially. Ansu Fati, another player that have shocked many with his poor performance this season after having an injury-free season when he was supposed to showcase what he's got. Ansu Fati have failed to make the required performance levels to impress the Barca fans and the ball. And definitely, the upcoming summer will be an aggressive one, let me put it that way, because a lot of activities need to take place. And of course, Barcelona will have a very, very busy summer transfer window without any shadow of a doubt, because departures must take place. Also, very important sale purchases must be made in order to strengthen the squad. So, as it stands right now, we're only talking about players who have been linked to the club, and nothing has been said about the players that actually will go, you know. So it's still there are still a lot of decisions that need to be taken, and I think those decisions are very difficult ones, very difficult decisions, by the way. So it's gonna take some time, to make those very, very crucial decisions to see how the club grows from strength to strength. Because right now Barca are in a very, very crucial point where they need to make decisions, because any bad decision might crumble this club at this point in time. Then on to the final story of discussion. Despite widespread media reports claiming that Mateo Alemany has made a radical U-turn on his decision to join Aston Villa and quit Barcelona at the end of the season, Barca have yet to put out an official statement. But the Spaniard, who was present at the first team dinner this Thursday, spoke to the media briefly, addressing the ongoing speculations and breaking the silence on his future. Alemany, though, was rather vague and did not offer too much information. Everything is fine, he said. Via Mundo Deportivo, when asked about his future, indicating that the Spaniard is more likely to remain at Barca, Alemany also talked about Barcelona's triumph in La Liga, adding, La Liga has been very important and we are all very happy. Despite no announcement, Alemany looks likely to continue as a sporting director for Barca for the season ahead, even though he has reportedly refused to sign a contract extension or ask for a salary increase. Nevertheless, Barcelona are set for a significant rejig in the technical team following the announcement of Jordi Cruyff's impending departure. The Dutchman will leave the club on June 30, though he has stated he will help the club closing any pending operations in the market. Deco was notably in contention to replace Alemany as the sporting director, but with the latter set to continue, the former midfielder could now be roped in as the replacement for Jordi Cruyff. Alemany and Deco have already started their operations or their preparations for the season ahead, reportedly identifying two problem areas the club must address in the summer. However, with no announcement made on either Deco or Alemany, the club may soon have to put out a public statement before they can continue with their plans for the season ahead. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.